What's cracking, bulls? Happy Saturday. Welcome back to the weekly roundup, your number one source of crypto news. If you're still here watching these videos, congratulations. You are officially living through the worst quarter in 11 years for Bitcoin. Quarterly returns on Bitcoin haven't been this bad since it was trading under $20 back in the days of the infamous Mt. Gox. You've just experienced the steepest price fall since the third quarter of 2011 when Bitcoin fell from $15.40 to $5. A loss of over 67% and worse than the bear markets of 2014 and 2018. We just saw an unprecedented 8 weekly candles in a row. Everyone's screaming Bitcoin's dead, crypto's useless, it's all going to zero. Classic bear market sentiment, but it ain't all bad. There are some cool things happening right now in the crypto industry despite the shitty price action and down only situation we're currently facing. If you can survive this, you can survive anything. So don't listen to the FUD, don't capitulate now. Sit tight, ride it out. You'll be glad you did. Let's get stuck into it. Last week we saw the announcement that Solana is building its own Web3 phone, and now HTC has come out with its own new metaverse phone. So the Vverse phone is designed to be compatible with its metaverse platform and incorporates crypto and NFT functionality. So it comes loaded with apps that let you access and manage your metaverse content, including crypto and NFTs straight from the phone. Also comes with a Vverse app that lets you buy NFTs in a digital marketplace and create your own virtual space. So the device is optimized to work along HTC's lightweight Vive Flow VR headset. HTC Desire 22 Pro isn't going to be a challenger for the top tier iPhones or Android devices, and it's classed as a powerful mid-range device. Comes with all the typical hardware found in a mid-range device. Also comes with a suite of camera features to sink your teeth into. So with the Desire 22 Pro, HTC is trying to marry its blockchain phone credentials with its virtual reality product line and stake its claim as the first metaverse smartphone. It's obviously got some stiff competition with rival Apple prepping to release its artificial reality VR headset next year, and also Solana's phone. So HTC's window of opportunity is narrowing by the day, but still a cool development nonetheless. Next up, we see Binance continuing to onboard influencer talent from around the globe. Last week it was Cristiano Ronaldo. This week it is TikToker KB Lame. I've never actually heard of this fella, but some of you might. He is the world's most followed TikToker with 145 million TikTok followers and 78 million followers on Instagram. Binance intends to use KB Lame as an unparalleled window of visibility among young audiences, and states that the whole purpose of this partnership is to democratize Web3 among young people. So the vice president of marketing at Binance has said that KB has become a cultural icon and one of the most entertaining creators in the world. We love his charm and sense of humor and believe he will bring relevance and help democratize Web3. So the TikTok star will create exclusive collections of NFTs with Binance with the aim of strengthening the engagement of his fans, and he has already created a video with Binance which has already been viewed nearly 3.5 million times. So pretty cool developments from Binance. Next up, we see a bit more news from Facebook and Instagram, or Meta as it's now called, on its release of the upcoming NFTs. So Facebook will support NFTs with a digital collectibles tab on creators' timelines to display their work, and eventually it will allow NFT creators to be able to cross-post between Facebook and Instagram. So we see a little preview here of what they're working on, and they announced last month that they were beginning tests on NFTs on Instagram, with Facebook to follow suit soon. So it's important to keep in mind Meta also owns WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and a few other companies. So we'll likely see NFTs come to those other platforms soon enough also. Next bit of news, we see Globo Corp giant Amazon has now unrolled a feature that lets you try on shoes using your phone's camera. So Amazon is constantly looking for ways to make shopping for fashion online easier for customers, and that's why we're introducing virtual try-on for shoes, an interactive mobile experience that allows customers to visualize how a pair of shoes will look on themselves from every angle and to better inform purchase decisions. from the comfort of their own home or on the go. So this virtual try-on feature is currently available to shoppers in the US and Canada, and users can currently search for shoes from brands including New Balance, Adidas, Reebok, Puma, the list goes on. So it's a pretty cool feature and just shows that these big mega corporations are building on Web3 infrastructure and are looking to capitalize on the virtual reality, artificial reality movement. Metaverse kicks ain't going anywhere. Next up, we see old Nayib Bukele's Bitcoin paradise El Salvador has started offering Bitcoin diplomas to students. So a few days ago, in partnership with Bitcoin-only company Ibex Mercado, announced 38 high school students had graduated with Bitcoin diplomas through a new vocational program in El Salvador. So the new government-approved curriculum consists of 10 lessons, which include an introduction to monetary systems, the consequences of fiat, monetary history, understanding Bitcoin, wallets and the Bitcoin network. And for students to pass the final exam of the diploma, they are required to create a Bitcoin wallet, make a backup for their wallet, perform a wallet recovery from another existing backup, and transfer Bitcoin from one wallet to another. Pretty cool to see. I'm sure if they offered a Bitcoin diploma in Australia, we'd have a few students take that up also. So as the first nation in the world to adopt Bitcoin, we believe that what happens in El Salvador will create powerful precedents. I agree. Will we see Bitcoin diplomas roll out all over the world in the coming years? I hope so. Next up, we see some shitty old centralized entities, namely Coinbase, engaging in very suspicious actions against retail clients. As it has recently come out, the US government agency ICE is reportedly using Coinbase Tracer to access customers' historical geo-tracking data and transactions. So ICE stands for the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Group, which is a government agency under the Department of Homeland Security in the United States, and the primary purpose of ICE is to protect the country from cross-border crime and illegal immigration. So Coinbase's Tracer intent is to assist ICE with tracing malicious and fraudulent transactions on blockchains. So basically this tool allows ICE agents to connect addresses to real-world entities and to de-anonymize users. So on one hand, I guess it's good that the ICE and government agencies can track down malicious users and bad operators, maybe rug pullers in the space. But on the other hand, this means the ICE is free to use the data tracing tools as it wishes with minimal restrictions. So we all know how much the government loves to snoop on its citizens, collect their data, monitor them, profile them, use unauthorized facial recognition technology on them. So if this is already going on and Coinbase has admitted it, what else is going on behind the scenes that users don't know of? Just further reinforces my belief that decentralization is the future. I look forward to a world where we don't have to rely on centralized entities that are feeding the government our data without our permission. Long live self-sovereignty, freedom and privacy, in my opinion. So obviously this was a pretty controversial development from Coinbase, but they've since come out and clarified that the crypto exchange was not selling its users' data. It was only providing information for investigations of financial crimes. So in a statement on Twitter, Coinbase came out and clarified that the firm does not sell proprietary customer data. The exchange highlighted that its foremost priority is giving a safe and secure experience to the users of the platform. It also explained that its tracer tools are created to comply with government requirements and is intended to be used to investigate finance-related crimes such as terrorist financing and money laundering. What's to say the government doesn't class everyone with a political view against mandates or something similar being classed as a terrorist, and then having these centralized entities providing your data to the government without your knowledge. Basically, if you don't want your data given to governments without your authority, you should limit your interactions on centralized entities and exchanges. This is further backed up by this next bit of news, which comes from Argentina. So the local tax authority in Argentina has started seizing cryptocurrency wallets from tax dodgers. So according to a local media outlet in Argentina, the tax authority has seized over 1,000 cryptocurrency wallets belonging to citizens. Argentina's Federal Administration of Public Income has signaled its intent to go after crypto wallets belonging to tax delinquents in May, ordering cryptocurrency exchanges and payment service providers to deliver monthly reports on users on their platforms. So more government entities, more centralized entities snooping on your data, collecting protecting all your records, making sure you're being a good little citizen, paying tax. Next up, the infamous hacktivist group Anonymous come out on YouTube targeting Do Kwon, the scumbag Terra co-founder, who arguably set off this whole contagion shitfest weeks ago. So on Sunday, the video came out from the hacker group sharing a laundry list of Kwon's alleged wrongdoings, including cashing out $80 million each month from Luna and US Terra prior to its collapse, as well as his role in the fall of stablecoin Basis Cash, which Do Kwon allegedly co-created under the pseudonym Rick Sanchez in late 2020. So Anonymous is looking into Do Kwon's entire history since he entered the crypto space to see what we can learn and bring to light, the group stated. There is no doubt there will be many more crimes to be discovered in your trail of destruction. So Do Kwon not only has the Korean financial authorities on his ass, but he also has Anonymous chasing him now. I wonder if we'll see Do Kwon end up behind bars or in a ditch somewhere sooner rather than later. So when this initial Terra Luna collapse happened weeks ago, we mentioned that there was likely going to be massive ripple effects from it. Sure enough, we see many different firms going under and into liquidation, with notable hedge fund Three Arrows Capital finally fallen into liquidation. So Three Arrows Capital at one point had over $10 billion in assets under management and have now filed for bankruptcy and liquidation. And the liquidation of 3AC is bound to have a negative effect on an already unsteady crypto sector. So the contagion has continued to spread even further, with its next victim Voyager Digital. So the cryptocurrency exchange Voyager Digital announced on Friday that it was temporarily suspending trading, deposits, withdrawals and loyalty rewards, similar to what Celsius did, and blamed it on Three Arrows Capital. They've since come out and stated that this decision, while far from optimal, will give us time to work to strengthen our balance sheet, a necessary condition to protect assets and preserve the future of the Voyager platform we have built together. So Voyager gave assurances at the time that it would continue operations, but they did not indicate when it would restore trading, deposit, withdrawal and loyalty reward services. So Luna, Terra, Celsius, BlockFi, Three Arrows Capital, now Voyager Digital. Who will survive and who will be next in line for the contagion chopping block? So after all of this liquidation news, we see the Bankman come out and say some crypto exchanges are already secretly insolvent, adding fuel to the fire. After throwing lifelines to troubled digital currency platforms BlockFi and Voyager, SBF has warned that some crypto exchanges will soon fail. Sam's also signaled that he's willing to step in and stabilize things if they get too bad, but he stated on the record that there are some third-tier exchanges that are already secretly insolvent. So I guess the moral of this story is, if you have funds sitting on questionable exchanges, I'm not going to name names, but there are definitely some out there, it's probably a really good idea to withdraw your funds to either your hardware wallet, your MetaMask, or a tier 1 exchange such as FTX, Binance, or some of the other big exchange giants in the space until all of this blows over, and then we can redeploy capital at a safer time. So the most important thing in a bear market is to survive. Now is not the time to be degenning into shitcoin picks, probably not the time to be yield farming, looking for juicy yields. It's time to sit on the sidelines, be patient, preserve your capital and wait for the opportunity to present itself.
If you enjoy the content I provide, the angle we hit the market from, and don't mind giving us a second to plug our own program, then come check us out on blockchainbulls.io. Direct contact with myself and the Blockchain Bulls all-star team and community over 4 Telegram channels. Market updates, our signature daily bull score, the week ahead newsletter, profitable trade ideas and trade setups, quizzes and events where you can win rewards in Bitcoin, and our very own STEEZY DGen keeping us up to date with the weekly roundup and the best crypto news and P2E gaming that you need to see. Whether you're brand new to crypto or a veteran, we'll be sure to set you up with all the best information to give you a fight and go. If you have any questions, just swing us an email found below in the description of this video and we will work out whether this program is right for you. Cheers.
That's all for this week, Bulls. If you've got any other notable news, feel free to let me know. Have a sick weekend. See you next week for another episode. Until then, peace out.